Jeremy,
Yes.
here at Fighting Arts Academy, can be a no-nonsense coach, and for some adults, nevertheless kids, that can be intimidating. I'm sure you'd agree with that.
Yeah.
But that's what people need at times to reach their goals. At 12 years old, what was your impression of Jeremy, and how has his character helped mold you into the man or fighter you are now?
Yeah, man. Jeremy's always been there by my side. Whether it's not even just for training, but for school, for family issues, he's the type of guy that if you show him you're truly invested in becoming the best just in life, that he will help you. He'll do all in his power to get you there. He's definitely a no-nonsense type of guy, and not just to adults, to kids. You show up late, he's gonna ask you what's up. If you do something wrong, he's gonna call you out on it. And I think that can, I don't want to say scare, but like you said, intimidate a lot of people. But that's what people need. I've always said from my personal weight loss, the thing that I find out now is that there are two things people are most afraid of, and that's the truth and hard work. And I feel like if you can conquer both of those things, then it's, whatever you want is yours. He's helped me tremendously. Like I said, I can't give him enough praise. The attitude that he instilled in me is that there's no room for excuses. That you just take what happens and then you react to it. And it's not just necessarily he's been like all me. He's not just he can be funny. He can boost you up when you're feeling down. He can give you the necessary tools to be the best that you can be.
In your corner at Combat Zone, you had your coaches, Scott, Jeremy, and you had somebody very close to you, Nick Newell. He actually made a post. I don't know if you got an opportunity to read it, but this comes from a guy who is an inspiration to so many people worldwide. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it goes,
Yeah.
This was a kid that at 12 years old knew there was a problem and decided to fix it. He took no shortcuts, made no excuses, and wanted no sympathy. Under the watchful eyes of coaches Jeremy and Scott, he slowly chipped away at his goals and lost the way. Isaiah is my friend, but I can relate to him on a very personal level. I cried walking to the cage tonight because of the fact that he even made it to this point is a true testament to the power of the human spirit. Nick Newell, inspiration to people worldwide.
Yeah.
You inspire him. What does that mean to you?
Oh man, it's like surreal in a way. Even till to this day, I look back at him and remember the things that he says to me. I'm like, man, I really inspire that guy, huh? Like I don't think I say this and it sounds weird, but it still hasn't quite fully 110% hit me what I've done to certain people in their lives and how they've they come up to me and they ask me for help, and then they come back later and say that I've helped them a lot and I motivated them and inspired them. I think partially because I was that 300-pound kid, and people were telling me that I was never going to be an elite athlete. So it's still I got that meekness and humbleness to me. But there are times where I look back on it, I take pride in it for sure. And that means a lot to me, Someone like Nick and Matt Bissett had mentioned something about me. Matt coming from a little kid and who had cancer, and Nick obviously with his condition that he was born with, he couldn't change that. So that it means the world to me. And I remember the first day I met or seen Nick, I came in for the open house, FA open house, kids and adults welcome, and it was the same day of the XFC tryouts. And I came in, and he actually wasn't the first person I seen Jeremy. I was like, oh, he's not freaked out. So I met Nick, and then I signed up for the open house. I came, I think the following Monday, because it was on a Saturday. I trained for a day, I loved it. It was actually not supposed to be my class. I came for the advanced jiu-jitsu class, and but Jeremy was so nice enough that he let me stay, and I loved it. And then I didn't come back for a week later. I remember I walked in the door, and he's teaching class. He goes, "Where you been, buddy?" I was like, "What?" I was at home. He was like, "Come on, man, you're supposed to be in here training." And he didn't say it in a way that discouraged me, but at that moment, I felt that, and I still remember it like it was yesterday. I was like, I'm supposed to be here. It sounds cliche, but I was like, this guy cares about me. Not saying that anybody else didn't, But I didn't really do much besides stay home and watch cartoons, you know. I played video games, you know, I tried football for like a month. I went swimming for like a month, you know. But like when he said that to me, I felt that, and I could tell that no matter how big I was, how I looked, or, you know, no matter how I was shaped, that he wanted me to be there with him, so that he could help me. So that moment still sticks with me today. And all the other moments that, like Nick, I remember, you know, Nick would never, anytime I would train with Nick, he would never let me make an excuse that I couldn't do a move. He would literally spend the whole class just letting me get reps in and not getting any reps in because he knew that I could do the move. And Scott too. I think a lot of people don't know about Scott. Scott Labrie is my boxing coach. And all three of them, it's just like a big dynamic team. He would help me with my diet. You know, I would come to him, and then he'd be like, Isaiah, maybe you shouldn't do that. That's not the best way to lose weight. You know, they just, all three of their personalities is just like one big team, and I just feel like it's kind of like a lineage, and like like I'm the next guy down. You know, and I love all the people on my team. You know, Justin Torrey, from the guy, you know, Paulo Gomes. From the newer people like Sam who fights Tim, you know, Juicebox, you know, all those guys. I can't name them all, but, you know, they're all my team. Even the people who don't necessarily train to be fighters, you know, each and every person that walks in this door, and I can tell they're committed and they're genuinely good people, they actually, I don't know how much they know, but they make me thrive to be better every single day. Like as a martial artist, as a fighter, as a person, because this is kind of like my home. Like when I walk in here, I'm not like I'm going to the gym. Like it feels weird to say that, oh mom, I'm going to the gym tonight, I'll see you later. Like it's kind of just like where I go. Like this is my place. So
Follow us on Instagram, watch us on YouTube, check us out on Facebook, visit us on Twitter, and stay tuned.